Luau.
He's good.
What is going on, guys? Welcome in. Happy Labor Day weekend. Happy Sunday. Labor Day weekend. Most people have off tomorrow. So, yeah, hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, we got some cool unboxings for you guys. We'll talk collectibles. We'll talk entertainment. If you guys want to talk a little wrestling, collectible figures, we'll knock it all out tonight. Last Luau show of August, right? Tomorrow is September, and we'll come back to you. We'll see. You know, I don't know if we're going to do 2 in September, 1 in September. We'll see. Once now football's back, you know what I mean? You just never know on Sunday nights. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely catch up with you in the month of September and October. And honestly, guys, go check out your pumpkin stuff, because this past week was the release of pumpkin spice at Starbucks. Dunkin' Donuts already has it. Your grocery stores have it already. And believe it or not, some stores are sold out of this stuff. My grocery store, which released the Monster cereal. Now, they didn't do the, like Fruit Brute or the mix or like the green one. They only did Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Blueberry. And they were like Muppet inspired characters on the boxes, sold out. They've been out like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, all gone. Like the whole skid is gone. So if you want that kind of stuff, Pepperidge Farm makes some really good pumpkin cookies. They came out with a chai cookie this year as well. You better go check out your stores now, because the stuff goes quick and they don't restock. I asked the little guy, I said, well, you're going to get more of the cereals then? He said, no, that's it. One skid of them, they're sold, they're gone. I know Target's another place to do it. And I will tell you this, in the month of September, I don't know, depending, it might be our next Luau show. On the Sunday night, we're going to do a taste test live with Monster cereal. We're going to do Count Chocula. We're going to do Frankenberry. We're going to do Blueberry. And I think we're going to do the, and I forget the chick's name, the girl monster, which is like a citrusy green color. We're going to do that one. All 4 cereals, we're going to taste test them for you live in September. So stay tuned for that one. But that's what we're going to do in September. So, and I like to always start this show off by talking about one of the great supporter of the channel. Always, I'm talking about Ralphie's Funhouse. Go to Ralphie's Funhouse, use code Luau, save yourself some money. Whether it be on Rocky Moto, whether it be on Funko Pops, whether it be on Labubu, One Piece, Disney characters, Pop Mart stuff, Funko, they got it all. Ralphie's Funhouse, use code Luau and save some money on some great items. Like this is a great one right here. If you've never seen this one, I love Wallace and Gromit, and this one here is actually quite pricey for something that's just been out a little bit. So great stuff. If you are in the area of Ralphie's, there is a brick and mortar store. You're seeing it right there. Go check it out. But yeah, Ralphie's, Curtis, always really awesome. Make sure to use code Luau, save yourself some money, and get yourself some stuff. Get some stuff. If you look at Funko, still has some SDC, FunCon type stuff available. There's still some NFTs coming. Some maybe you want to get, make sure you get, like this one right here. Make sure to check it out. I'm telling you, I think a lot of people are going to miss out and be upset they missed out on the NFT Festival of Fun last Christmas. When it gets released this year, people have it in hand and can build the train. The snowman, I think, it's going to get some people, I think, on those. You're going to regret not having those. Also, check out the protectors that Curtis has. He's got a little bit of everything. Tons of protectors. Tons and tons of protectors. Protectors for everything, as you're seeing. More Funko. Look at that. Look at that rare boy. 400 piece Mad Hatter. Love that one. Some great stuff. The Alien. Still has some Exorcist items. And people say, Curtis still has mystery boxes. You know, you can pop up one of these and get a guaranteed Freddy pop or Freddy in a mystery box, a soda mystery box. Still has some mystery boxes. Also, make sure to check him out on Whatnot. And as well as another great company you guys might want to check out, Smy World. SmyCon 2025 happened last Sunday. Some epic items. There's still some mysteries left. You still had, this was of course SmyCon last week. There's a huge box, a big box. Stay tuned when you see that on the channel. It's a double-sided video. It was one I wasn't going to play in, and then I did end up playing in it, but you know, it's for another day. Still have the SmyCon Freddy Grail mystery box listed. You still have the prototype only mystery box listed, the sidecar mystery box, and the classic mystery box all available. Now here's another one right here. Still some boxes left on the SmyCon Freddy Funko Grail mystery box, a $500 box. And there is, I believe those are the numbers left over. So there's still some good boxes out there. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About half sold out on this box, you know, where you're guaranteed one of these Freddys in the box. So you can't beat that. Make sure to check it out. This box, I will tell you, I did not play in. And I have a new rule that I like to play by is if that thing's got a Freddy Flux, the Luau don't play. No way. Those Freddy Fluxes are just something special. Just something special. If you don't believe me, ask Clint. Ask his opinion of Freddy Fluxes. I'm sure he'll tell you. Anyway. Hello to Eric J's Music Promotions and Travis Baker. Hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well on this wonderful holiday weekend. Let's open some stuff. We have some more of these. Our Beetlejuice Mystery Minis. You know, still looking for the 1 in 72. There's actually 2 of them. There's some 1 in 36s, 1 in 24s. We did hit an Adam Maitland, 1 out of 20, 1 out of 12. We got to hit the other one. We hit some of the Beetlejuices and the Worm. So these are always cool. Mystery Minis. You can check these out on Funko.com right now. We actually bought a case because, I mean, it's Halloween season. I like Beetlejuice. I don't know. We'll open 2 or 3 of them. Air Pop Control in the house. What is going on, my friend? Smells like vinyl. We've got, boom. Hey. We got lucky. There it is. The 1 in 72 Beetlejuice. You can't beat that. A 1 out of 72. Not bad, not bad. Let's open another one. So, hey, we got lucky. Which means I can tell you, for those of you who will say, well, maybe the other 1 in 72, that's not how they do it. You'll never hit 2 of them in one box. Unfortunately, does not work that way. But hey, we got the 1 in 72 Beetlejuice. I like it. I like it. Smells a little different. We've got, a nice little Lydia Dietz. Very cool. That Lydia is a 1 in 6. Definitely cool. And if you want some of these guys, you can get these on Funko.com. As I hopefully not tip the thing. This is from Ghost Patch. Now, Ghost Patch, you can check them out right there. Ghost Patch makes things like this. Look at that. Get ready for Christmas time. Heat Miser, Snow Miser. It makes cool metal things like this. Look at that. And that's metal, guys. Die cast, whatever you want to call it. All right. These were some coins. I really like this one. These were really cool. Check them out, ghostpatch.com. They do some great stuff. Well, I can't really show that one off, but they do a lot of great stuff, as you can see. I think I got 2 of these. It's a different one. All right. So they sent me this. There is Ghost Patch. They love their little stickers. They also send me this. You still suck. That's pretty cool. I didn't buy that. That actually came with it. But there is the website, ghostpatch.com. Very affordable little keepsakes. And this was one of my favorites. I love the coins, like the Turbo Man and everything like that. That just stuff is just so cool to me. But this one just had to be gotten. It's Halloween season, and it's not a Halloween without lock, shock, and barrel. And of course, you got to have, I wish he was lighter, right? Mr. Oogie Boogie, because he ain't going nowhere. Again, very cool items. Check out ghostpatch.com. I mean, they also do stuff like this. They do stuff like this. Good old John McClane. Die Hard, America's #1 Christmas movie. If you love the little coins, you got Elf. You also got Angry Elf. And if you're in the Christmas spirit, one person you want to hit up, because they are some really cool Christmas ornaments, is Poppin, Missouri. Poppin in the Show Me State, because he can actually laser engrave some Christmas ornaments like this. He can do stuff like that. So he makes some really cool stuff. Please check him out. Poppin, Missouri. Poppin in the Show Me State. Get your orders in for some wonderful Christmas ornaments ahead of time. On another note, a sadder note, for those of you who don't know, we did lose a very, giving individual in the Funko community 2 weeks ago. Jeff Olson, many of you will know the name of 88 Hoverboard. I've known Jeff for a few years, a great supporter of the channel, Poppin' and Whatnots. You guys might have seen him tons of times on Whatnot doing his soda games and mysteries and etc. Unfortunately passed away 2 weeks ago. There will be a charity auction in Jeff's name, with proceeds going to the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's disease. That will probably happen October 21st. So more to come on that one. I'll bring up more when he gets a little bit closer. But we lost a great community member. Jeff had the heart of gold. Not much more I can say about him other than that. He sent me an Alf hat. He was a patron of mine for years. We had many conversations over collectibles and Back to the Future and autographs, whatnot, etc. It's just very, very sad. So in light of that moment and Jeff itself, I bow my head and I take a moment of silence. Here's to you, Jeff. Thank you for all that you did for us, the community, the giveaways, and just being a really great person. You will be tremendously missed. All right. And I move on. Let's talk a little bit movies, and let's look at the box office. That's what we love to do on Sundays as well. Look at movies and collectibles and all that stuff. Here you go. Domestic box office, and it has not been a good box office this August. It is going down. A little bit of a rebound here in the Labor Day weekend, but not by much. Weapons leading the way. I I don't know much about Weapons. I've heard different things about it, but again, Weapons #1, followed by the re-release of Jaws, the 50th anniversary edition, re-releasing in the theater to a $9.8 million tone. Caught Stealing 9.5, Freaky Friday 8.3 brings its haul up to 82 million in 4 weeks. Not great, right? The Roses, brand new, hitting only 8 million there. Yeah. Interesting, right? Interesting. The Bad Guys 274 million. Fantastic Four 265. Superman 351 million, doing really good, and I believe probably will not hit that billion, but 611 worldwide. Not bad numbers for Superman. Not bad numbers at all. Nobody 2, surprisingly on this one. Bob Odenkirk. Nobody was a great movie. If you've never seen Nobody, I highly recommend you check it out. I really, really enjoyed it. Part 2, not doing so well, right? 36 million worldwide. Maybe just not the right time to bring the movie out in the summertime. I don't know, but again, it is what it is. Naked Gun, not a great story on the Naked Gun as well. Yeah, I mean, it happens, They all can't be winners. F1, the movie, doing well. People talk really highly of that one. But there it is. Again, not a great talk as far as movies go. But what's coming out? Well, The Conjuring Last Rites, which I believe will be the last of the Conjuring series from what I'm being told. Coming your way September 5th. Kiss of the Spider Woman, due out in October. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything like wowing me. You have Tron Ares out October 10th. Looks interesting. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, the 19th of September. Downtown Abbey, the grand finale. The Rock, October 3rd. The Smashing Machine. Looks very interesting. Very interesting. Keanu Reeves, Good Fortune, October 17th. Now this one, a lot of people talking The Black Phone 2, October 17th. Looking good, right? Looking good there. Heard good things about that one. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that's wowing me. But, again, that's just me. What do I know? But again, not much wowing me as far as the box office goes and future coming. What can I say? Streaming affects those kind of things. Yeah, Brian said the new Predator looks badass. All right. Eric J saying Superman was a good movie. Worth seeing. I like it. Let's see what else we got. Here's something. So this comes from Reese O'Brien. You might know Reese O'Brien from Tiny Ghosts. He has his own website. And he sells some of his things, drawings, etc., on his website. So not from Fugitive Toys or anything like that. He sells this all by himself, direct. I'm sure I got everything. And he had a few items, and I picked some up. I'm hoping, and it's Oddities is the website. Let me see if I can find out what it is, so you guys can check this website out if you want some very, very cool stuff. Last year, he made this acrylic Halloween house with little figures on it. Fabulous. Would love to. Hopefully, he does something like that again. So his website is called atticofoddities.storeenvy.com. But Addict of Oddities is the website. Looks just like this. Reese O'Brien, Addict of Oddities. That's what you want to check out. And he did a lot of AP pins. Again, he had the website Tiny Ghosts. He sent me a little sticker. We have this. This is an AP pin, Tiny Ghosts. And this is autographed by him. And, of course, an AP is an artist proof. Very cool. We got ourselves an autographed Reese O'Brien magnet. We got another AP pin here. We got a little Charlie Brown action here. And this is one of the newer ones that would have went to Fugitive. We got some Ghostbuster action here. I ain't scared of no ghost. Boom. Again, autographed AP on the back. And what's a Ghostbuster without a little Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man? These were NYCC 2023 pins. And then the last one we got was a Polyghost pin. There it is. I don't think I bought that. I think that they sent me that one. So some great little stuff there from Reese O'Brien. His Addict of Oddities. Also, you might find Tiny Ghost and Reese O'Brien items on fugitivetoys.com. Auntie Audie doesn't remember the last time. It's few and far between. I mean, for me, I remember back. Now this is going way, way back when I was in tech school. We'd go to school at like 6:30 to I think like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, something like that. Maybe it was just to 1. And I remember every Friday I would go to the movie theater. Every Friday I'd go see something. A new release or something like that. I'd always hit the movies, and that I might go even another time other than that. Other times it's like, I'm going to go watch a movie. Now, it's not like that anymore. I mean, they took away the midnight releases of movies, and it's not quite that hype to see the movies anymore. So, I mean, I did go to the movies. We went and saw the Jurassic Park movie this past over the summer. I was personally majorly disappointed in it. Didn't think it was very good at all. Other than that, wow, that might actually be the only movie I've seen in the theater this year, believe it or not, which is surprising because I love movies, but sometimes that kind of stuff happens. You know what I mean? I don't know. Now that you can stream things, and if things don't go good, they hit streaming really quick. That's one of them. But I mean, no joke. And sometimes you have to look at the financial aspects of it. I could sit at home with the family and watch a movie on my TV, which is high def and all that good stuff, for $20. To take 4 people to the movies, and this was afternoon. It wasn't even an evening show. It was an afternoon show to the movies. 3 drinks. Yeah, it was only 3. They didn't want candy. So it was 3 drinks, maybe 1 little thing of candy, and a thing of pretzel bites was about $120. So, I mean, it's expensive to go to the movies. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's open another little Beetlejuice. Again, we already hit the 1 out of 72 Beetlejuice's Snake. We also hit the 1 out of 6 Lydia Dietz. And I say open another one because you never know. If we hit something that I want to have I had doubles of, then we might actually send you guys something as a gift. A 2-parter. What would be a 2-parter? I think we already hit the other one. Oh, it's still in here. But I don't know why there's this bag. I don't think the other one had multitudes of bags. It is the sandworm. I might actually miss that from the last box. I don't think I figured it came in 3 parts. But here's the sandworm, and somebody's going to get this one. We're going to give that as part of way as a giveaway tonight. The little 3-part sandworm. Maybe I'll just tuck it all back in there. All right, so the sandworm, going to be a giveaway tonight. We need a Barbara to go with our Adam. Also, guys, don't forget, this week, I think it is Wednesday. I think it's on Wednesday. Wednesday, season 2, part 2 will release the final 4 episodes. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I was really impressed with it. I finished it last week, and we did get a Barbara. Look at that, good old Barbara. You got to have a Barbara to go with your Adam, and I have Adam who sits up here, so we'll put Barbara over here. Boom. I'll open one more. I'm trying to look for one more that we can give as part of a giveaway. But yeah, rather thoroughly enjoyed Wednesday season 2, part 1. I thought it was really good. Looking forward to part 2. You've got Peacemaker going on right now. Fabulous. And we get a little bit closer to Thanksgiving, which of course gets us closer to my favorite holiday of the year. But more importantly, gets us a little bit closer to Stranger Things. And here's the other Beetlejuice. We're going to give that away as a giveaway as well. So there we have 2 giveaways tonight. 2 of them. Each one will win a Beetlejuice. And I have one more unboxing for the evening. It is our Zobi 8x10. I think this is a signature one. Or I bought something, a weekly purchase. I don't remember. Something along those lines. It was a weekly thing for Trick or Treat. So I think this is the kid, but there it is. Trick or Treat autographed 8x10. I have my phone so I can scan who it is. So this 8x10 is signed by Dylan Baker. So Dylan Baker, which I'm assuming is the little kid from Trick or Treat. So Dylan Baker, Trick or Treat. I am a Trick or Treat fan, so I enjoy the movie. It's almost that time to even watch that. Yes. But let me see, just to verify that that is the kid. Actually, no, it's the dad. So Dylan Baker is the dad. All right. So Dylan Baker is right there. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice one. If you've never seen Trick or Treat, go check it out. It is a really, really good movie. I thoroughly enjoy it. All right, let's move on to the next thing, and let's talk a little 6-scale collectibles, hot toys, what's new. I talked about Peacemaker. Really, that's the only thing really new. I mean, we did, I think, our last live talk about Wednesday. There she is. Released. Look how well Jenna Ortega looks. Look at that. Beautiful tailoring. I'm really excited for this figure. Due out October to March. So it's got a shot that maybe we see it. It's not a whole year on this one. So that's kind of cool. There you go. You have separate rolling eyeballs functions. You have the backpack, the magnetically attached thing in different gestures. The sonar, you get the umbrella, the chair. I'm assuming it also looks like it comes with the cello. So really, really beautiful, beautiful figure for Wednesday. Can't wait to get that into the collection behind you. Definitely looking forward to that one. And of course, this is the second one, but you have Peacemaker due July to December. So this one we might actually be waiting a year to get. But it does look like it has the, the different kind of arms. Very nice head sculpt there. It does have, there's not one with does have magnetically attachable tongue this time. It has eagly, the back, the jetpack. So I didn't pick up the first one that came out a little while ago because I really didn't like it, but I do like this one. I enjoy Peacemaker, so I think this is definitely one that I'm going to pick up and in hidden order. But if you want it, there it is. Again, Hot Toys are not for everybody, but there they are. And let's move on. Let's see what's new in collectible talk, right? Collectible talk. Where am I going to go down to and start? Here looks like a good a place as any. Mojisha from Powerpuff Girls, 5,000 piece. We got Phineas and Ferb, Phineas and Agent P. I give it to Funko, right? You got to give it to Funko that they're really releasing some good IPs, even though they're releasing them in common form. They're doing good with that, at least. Here's the Skeletor meme, until we meet again, turning around, walking away. A lot of people talking about this one. I like this one. I think this is really, really cool. Could be a great piece. Iron Man comic book cover. There's Ronin. Nosferatu looking nice. Atlantis, right? It's surprising you finally get some Atlantis pops. Tokyo Revenge. Some Batman. Here we got some SpongeBob SquarePants Topps Chrome. So some Topps Chrome cards, autographs, etc. So, cool stuff. There's some Super Saiyan Gokus, Spider-Gwen. When did it say those are dropping? 10/3. So a little whiles to wait on that one. Winter Jeffrey, Toys R Us exclusive. Very nice. I'm assuming that will be Macy's, Toys R Us's that you'll be able to get them. Or Canada. A brand new General Grievous limited to 9,500 pieces. Again, this one has the cape. Kind of nice. Popcorn buckets. Everyone loving popcorn buckets. That's a pretty cool one with 30 years and beyond Disney Pixar. Some Demon Slayer. A D23 event coming August 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2026 in Anaheim, California. Pokemon stuff. There, of course, is that one. 5,000 piece only at Amazon. Triple Play Mystery Box. Check out this one over at Chalice Collectibles. Chance to get a Planet Arlia Vegeta. Autographs, etc. there. Star Killer shipping out. That one I couldn't even get. It wasn't even available. The website just crashes on anything that has a 750 piece count. One Piece. There's some stuff on sale at Amazon. Astrobot. Sunjoji. I don't know. Very cool. Look at that. Ted 2. Some Labubu stuff. Not feeling that Ted 2. That's what it looks like. Yeah, no, I'll pass on that one. Block Party. Make sure to say 15% off through tomorrow over at Vaulted. Spider-Man, Ezra. There's some more pops. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing real crazy, honestly, right now. Cool popcorn bucket. The Stone Cold Steve Austin with the what? Available. Check that out. That's on Entertainment Earth. Those are still available. Some Black Series. Look at that. The Annabelle popcorn bucket, which I believe is sold in store at Spirit Halloween. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a Spirit Halloween exclusive on that one. So, I mean, overall, not really much coming out really great or anything like that in the collectible market. Oh, I mean, yeah, Hot Toys, they're great to look at. Are they for everyone? Is anyone going to buy them? No. No, and I do have some new ones. Let me see if we can show you guys up. So there you're seeing Scarlet Witch with that LED light base. That is an artisan edition. Moving over there, you're going to see Indiana Jones. Look at good old Harrison Ford and Indy sitting up there. I don't think I have any other new ones down below. Obviously, you can see the sabers lighting up. There you see the blue one lights up. So a lot of that. And a lot of stuff might not be able to see on the Ahsoka line. So that bin down there is Ahsoka. You have a young Ahsoka. A lot of Ahsokas are in there. So, and actually, I had to order 3 more of these bigger cases that will actually go here. Of course, they'll probably won't be here until sometime next year, but they're coming. I would think Jeffrey will hit Toys R Us in Canada. I would think so. I think it'll be here in the States and probably hit up to you guys as well. I would think, at least, right? I would think. All right, guys. Well, let's. I'm going to throw this. Actually, I guess we could say what is coming out on the Luau for the Luau YouTube channel in the forthcoming week, or maybe 2-week look ahead, because obviously I don't think we'll do a live for another 2 weeks. Let's see. I will tell you guys, if you want to hop on, we are having a Whatnot auction tomorrow at 12 noon. Don't miss it. 12 noon on Whatnot tomorrow with pops and some other items as well. So make sure to check out that one on Whatnot tomorrow. It will also be streamed right here on YouTube as well. And videos this week tomorrow, a Kevin Costner autographed pop. And the interesting thing about this video is I'm going to do the whole video without saying a word. Very interesting. So no words. Kevin Costner autographed Funko Pop unboxing tomorrow. We have a Funko Fun Days unboxing at home box. This is we opened 2 of them. That is going to be on Wednesday. And then we have another episode, our second episode of Squid Game NFT. What are the pops worth today? Squid Games. And you might think, Squid Game, nobody wanted those pops, right? You might be very, very surprised at what Squid Game NFT redeemables are selling for right now. In fact, it might actually blow you away what they're selling for. So check that video out. That will come out on Friday. The following week, so a week from this coming Monday, you're going to have an at-home box, second one we open up from Fun Days. Another episode 3 of What Are the NFT Redeemables Worth Today, featuring Jurassic Park. Another one that might surprise you. And we end on that Friday, which will be September 12th, a $295 Boom Loot Legendary Mystery Box. So that's what's on tail the next 2 weeks for you guys. So a lot of cool videos. What are the NFTs worth today? Some people really liking that one. I'm telling you, Squid Game going to blow you away. Absolutely blow you away. Thank you, Onto. And we'll do more. I think that there are. So in the next 2 weeks, you'll see episode 2 and episode 3. I can't remember if we have episode 4 done or planned out. We have episode 4 or 5 done and planned out. So you'll see those in the near future as well. And in the forthcoming weeks, you'll see some big mystery boxes. You'll see some big hits. You'll see, I'll give you a hint, something you'll see within the next, say, 6 weeks. If you know what it is, you know what it is. But everyone loves rubber duckies. There we go. All right. Let's give some giveaways out, right? I always like to do 2 giveaways. And they're going to be like little prize package of collectibles, etc. Maybe you get a Luau t-shirt that was worn on the show over the years. I don't know. I'm kind of cutting down my YouTube t-shirt, not collection, but so what I would do is I would keep these shirts over here and I'd wear them on a video. I never wore them in public or anything like that. They were just really to be worn doing videos, sweatshirts, shirts, etc. So I'm just cutting that amount down. And sometimes people enjoy having them. So some of them, you may get one of those. You just never know. But we'll do 2 winners. Let's see. What do I want to ask? Name me one character we opened up from the Beetlejuice Mystery Minis tonight. Name one of the characters. First person I see wins one of the prize packs. We'll do 2. What do we got? Joseph Michaels, The Adventures, Joe, Lydia. Yes, you are correct. We did open a Lydia Dietz. So, and I have your information, Joe, so we're good. And the second one. This one I'm going to be hard on you guys. I'm going to give you something very, very hard. Not everyone is going to know this. It's a tough one. I think some people in the chat may know who this is. I don't know. First person that could get it wins. I'm looking for... I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm looking for 1 of 2 answers. You can tell me the name of what I'm about to show you, or you could also tell me who created it. Either one will win. Are we ready? First person to tell me either who created this or the name of the character, you win. 1, 2, 3, go. Name of the character or who created it. First person I see, they win. There it is. Auntie Audie, Big Dog Dave did create this. This is Clutie. Now, this is the puzzle pieces that he did for his auction. Very, very cool, right? Make sure you go support Big Dog Dave. He does Whatnot auctions every now and then, and he often sells some of the Cluties. Great stuff. He loves doing the resin and everything like that. So awesome stuff. So congratulations to the Adventurous Joe and Auntie Audie. Thank you so much, guys. And now I turn the show over to you. Again, if you guys want to talk wrestling, I will talk it. You can ask my opinions. I thought the pay-per-view today was pretty good. You know, you had to write Roman off for a little while. They did that. I don't think we see Roman Reigns back until Thanksgiving time frame. So this gives him September and October really off, which is like his schedule. So I think that's really well done. And I like you had Becky Lynch help Seth Rollins. So again, awesome. I think that pays off at WrestleMania next year. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, WrestleMania main event, and Punk wins the title. I think that's the end goal, but at least that's what I would do. But anyone else you guys want to talk about? The show is yours. Ask me anything you would like. Collectible talk, and you name it, I'll answer it. If there's a video series you'd love to see done, if there's a video series you like, you want to talk football questions, wrestling questions, collectibles, the floor is literally yours. Yeah, I like what Cena did at the end, you know, going down with that kid, and then of course going over to his wife. So very, very well done by Cena. You know, he really is making it a good ending. Obviously, you know, when are we going to see Brock Lesnar and Cena? That's, you know, and I don't know. That's not really one I would personally want to see. I mean, Brock Lesnar destroyed him every time he wrestled him. So do I really want to see it? Not really. But we'll see. That there are some changes for this year NFL. I don't know many rule changes. No, I mean, I guess one of the big changes was Micah Parsons going to the Green Bay Packers this past week. That definitely is a big thing, a big change. No huge rule changes that are sticking out into my mind. What else you guys got? I know some people have talked about recipes and things like that. I have. So when football season starts, which is literally next weekend, is when I start cooking and making more of the Sunday family meals. I love to cook in the crock pot. Love to do desserts, and I sort of get a recipe or something, and I keep them for Sunday NFL. I have some staples when it comes to that kind of stuff. I have this sweet potato cake that I'm very intrigued in making. So I have not seen the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. I have not. And it's hard to hit me with movies. I'm kind of like a TV show mood, you know. I mean, I finished up Wednesday Part 1 last week. Obviously, the one coming out this weekend will be something that I want to hit. And you know, I think I was watching like an episode, and then I got to keep up with Peacemaker. Yeah, I like put on some movies every now and then, though. So maybe I'll have to put that on my list. Ugh. I know we did do a bunch of fantasy football drafts with some YouTube personalities that you know. I'm in a league. I'm in a few leagues, honestly, but Funko Fat Guy, Sean Ryan Toys and Games, Cheap and Nerdy, Pop King Paul, Pop Couple, Collectible Cord, Unboxing Treasures, Geek Meets Eats, Matthew Cowley. So there's a lot of like old Funko YouTubers and people that we still keep in touch and play some fantasy football every year. So it's a lot of fun. I would show you more. I don't really have anything other new with Hot Toys. I know a lot of people. I heard a really good question: what to do with Funko sodas, and you know, we all know Funko sodas are very hard to sell, right? But someone had success selling them at yard sales for like $2. So keep that in mind if you have a lot of Funko sodas, because common Funko sodas, guys, believe it or not, yeah, they were $15 a piece, but can't move them. Which is a shame because Funko sodas, let's face it, it was a really nice collectible. I loved them. Do I have one here? I mean, you can see them here. I have a lot of chases, but when you overall look at it, it's a beautiful can. You know, it's a soda can. Well done. You pop the top. You have these nice little figures in them. You know, you get the pogs. Well done. Looking for chases. And then you look like this for Halloween. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. That is a great little figure for $15, right? Obviously, it didn't work. Whether it's the financial aspect of it or what it was, I think they just didn't do it right. I think if you let it to be a little bit more or less or a little bit, less in stores. This was not an item to be in stores. This was an item to sell online, etc. I think it might have done a little bit better than it did. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. Are you first Hot Toys? I'm telling you, once you get one and you get it in hand, it normally a lot of the times they will blow you away. Now, granted, there's some that are a little like but majority are just so well done. So well done. They're art. They really, really are art. Yeah, this is the thing with Funko sodas. They're hard to place. Yeah, it's just I've always loved them. I'm very selective. I don't keep a lot of commons. I never did, and the ones I do mostly are all chases that sit in. I never really show it. I guess you could see it. That sit in that cabinet right there. So those top two shelves are nothing but Funko soda chases. And chases for me, like Homer and Heat Miser, Snow Miser, Lotso, Stranger Things, the Umbrella Academy, that kind of stuff. You move down, you hit a little wrestling. I mean, right there is my Barf custom Funko Pop created by Brittany from Cheap and Nerdy. Right there, you see the cases that have the Funkos behind you. I haven't really changed too much in those. There you see Ted, which was a mystery box we just opened up. Finally have Ted flocked sitting there. Top of my cases don't really change that much either. And then you just move over to these cases. Ever growing. Waiting on, you can see Harry Potter sort of behind you, a little bit behind, Kane and John Wick. But, I try to open them up as I can. Air Pop Control still has Lady Deadpool in the box. It's a cool figure. I'm waiting for Unmasked Deadpool and Wolverine to show up, and then I could really move. And Kidpool. Kidpool comes because Kidpool has the couch. And then I could work on really putting them together. Now, eventually, within the next couple months, I'll swap out the DeLorean. Blitzway is making a DeLorean that lights up a lot better than this one, the Hot Toys version. So I'll swap that one out. I had to get 3 more of these longer cases for the 89 Batmobile I'm going to get. And that's from, I can't remember the name of it, but really, really cool, lights up and everything like that. So. It's hard to display Funko sodas. The best displays I've ever seen with Funko sodas are like little shelves that sit on top of a room and outline the room. You can do some stuff with that. But yeah, they're tough. A lot of people are going to say Funko sodas are going to come back. I don't think Funko sodas ever will come back. I think you will see Funko sodas be specialty items like at SDCC, like they did on Fun Days this year, or something like that. That's where Funko sodas will come back, right? I could be wrong, but more than likely, I believe that I'm correct on this one. But again, you never know because you have that new CEO. What's his MO going to be? What's his mentality going to be? Maybe he wants to bring sodas back. I don't know. Also, some great autographs. An autograph that went live on Friday that sold out was Sylvester Stallone. And I really, really thought about it. Official Picks is who was doing the signing with him. They had 125 available. Now, Sylvester Stallone's no joke. And what distracted me was Sylvester Stallone's autograph alone was about $750. If you wanted it on a Funko Pop, it added $250 to the price. I got a little bit of an issue with that you're going to charge me $250 for a Funko that you're going to make me flatten down and get to the same size as basically an 8x10 photo, but you're going to charge me an extra $250 and I've got to send you the pop. You don't even give me a pop at that price. That one was a tough one for me. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Funko sodas. I mean, there's stores that still have a good bit of them. Hello to Tats. Hello, hello, hello. Bosco Pops. Hello, hello, hello. But, you know, like them, love them, hate them. Funko sodas were what they were, and they had a great run. They really, truly did. And I think Funko just made some mistakes with them. That's all there is to it. I'm also surprised by the lack of a new Funko NFT. I thought we would have gotten at least 2 NFT releases in the month of August. We only got that one, that Disney Villains. That was it. But yeah. Also, I think there's only about. I have to look at this one. If you're playing in the arcade, of course, for that, you know, limited edition pop, etc., we're down to the last 14 days, 18 hours, and 33 minutes left. If you want to play in the arcade, and if you're playing in the arcade where you're redeeming your NFTs for points. Right now, 333 sits at 14,024. 14,024 would get you that Freddy Funko in the monster little costume with the little different colors that the first one got. If you wanted to get to the number 1 seed, which is held by Pop and Craze, and he's holding it again, he's just blowing everyone out of the water. He's sitting at 428,335, which is insane. J Navo Toys is up there. Good old James at J Navo Toys sitting at 243,000. Other ones sometimes you don't know by their name who they may be, but there you are. Currently, right now, I'm sitting in at 67th place, which I think I'll just stay, Pat, because between 67 and 333, there is no difference in anything. So I think that's where I'll just stay. All right, guys, any more questions or things you want answered to? Deep questions, dark questions. Hello, DJ Patrick. Hello, hello, hello. I do hope you guys have a wonderful last holiday season to end the summer off with. I watched parts of Clash in Paris. I didn't watch all of it. I saw the run-in of Becky Lynch. I thought that was masterful. Well done to incorporate her and to add to the storyline. Obviously, they wrote Roman Reigns off TV. I would gather for the next 2 months. I don't think you see Roman until November. Getting ready for Survivor Series would be my guess there. So I think that's why they did what they did there. Other than that, Cena winning, no real surprise. I haven't heard anything about Biddy Horror Pops. I know they're out there, but I haven't heard much about Biddy Pops. Obviously, you would start seeing things now for Halloween. Roman is shooting a movie. Yes, he's doing. I heard Street Fighter, the same thing as that's where Cody is as well, and they kind of wrote Cody off for a little while. But this is normally Roman's break. You know what I mean? So I don't think you see Roman until November. Cody, I think you'll see in a week or two. But no, I mean, you should see Halloween stuff coming in now. I would think. I don't know when the next set of Art the Clown Terrifier Pops is, but you know that's coming. All right, guys. Well, there's no more questions. I thank you for joining me. If you got in late, go check the replay. We had some cool unboxing, some minis, some incredible little coins. You know, awesome little coins like this we opened up. So we had some cool unboxings today. Thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe and happy Labor Day tomorrow. And then if you're a football fan, hey, we got Thursday night football, Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles to kick off the season. Cannot wait. Peacemaker, I'm enjoying Peacemaker. I have to finish Twisted Metal. I'm not finished with that. I think I am 3 or 4 episodes into Twisted Metal. Really enjoying Peacemaker. Loving the Wednesday. Remember this Wednesday, the second half of Wednesday season 2 comes out. There will be also a season 3. Loving that one. So yes. Good night, Air Pop Control. It was great seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Good night, Bosco Pops. Go Seattle. I know I would not have paid Darnold that kind of money. Just saying. But hey, I think Cooper Kupp can help you. You keep Kenneth Walker healthy within Jigba. They're not a bad team, right? Not a bad team at all. They have some weapons. I'm not a believer in Sam Darnold, but you just never know. Until next time, guys, be well, be safe. I will see you in the month of September. Enjoy the videos. And as I always love to say, like Jim Carrey said from The Truman Show, good morning, good evening, and good night.